Hi. Um, I decided to make these recordings. Um, I don't know. I guess it's just a way to get out some stuff that I need to. I guess. Today's March 31st, 2024. Um, my name is Hilario Cabrera. I'm 46 years old. Right now, I'm at lunchtime at my job. Well, my second job. This is my weekend job. I stock shelves. So it's what is it, like 2:30 in the morning. I work overnight. So anyways, I have nothing to do at this time, so I thought, let me try this, see how it goes. So yeah, I was married for let's see, like 20 since 1999. Married since December 10th, 1999. So just last year, um, a divorce got started. Let's say. Um, the woman I was married to, I guess turned out to be not who I ever thought she was. Um, it's yeah, it's weird. You know, um, first I first met her when I was like 11 or 12. So I was a little kid. But I thought, oh, you know, I kind of, back then you're like, oh, you don't know, you just know you like them. You don't know what the hell you're doing. And so, anyways, so eventually, I ran into her. I mean, I still knew who she was. She knew who I was. I'm pretty sure. Um, she was related to some good friends of mine. That's how I saw her, because I would hang out with them, and then very not often, but every great while, I just happened to be there when she and her family would visit, and that's how I would catch like who she was, or things like that. But wasn't very often. But anyways, but eventually, when we were a little bit older, and what I mean by older, I mean like teenagers, 17, 18ish. That's when one day, just she kind of showed like some interest in me, and I thought, oh wow, because she kind of seemed like, how do I say this? A little bit out of my reach. I thought at the time, just because she was, well, she was 1 year older, which isn't a lot, but in those years, sometimes it is. Sometimes someone just being a grade above you, they just seem to be leaps and bounds, like ahead of you in some way. Not always, but it seemed like that to me. I felt that way. She just appeared to be like she knew what she was doing. She knew her stuff. And I was just like a dumb teenager at that time. And but anyway, so it's kind of I was well. It made me feel good that she was interested in me. So we like exchanged numbers or something like that. Talked some more. And eventually like, wow, like maybe it's a thing. And so I remember, like, I was like, oh wow, like this is cool. I like what's happening. I like what's going on, and like at my life back then, and in my life back then, and then yeah, and then it went well, kept going, and well, yeah, we eventually got married. We had children, the whole bit, the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't happily ever after, of course. Nothing is. There's always the normal, all the problems that everybody has. So, but yeah, but since way back then, I thought like, no, I thought we were, I don't know, I thought we were something. I thought she was. I thought she was, and I thought she thought I was. So put it that way. And so yeah, that's how our relationship came to be. Let's say. So yeah, and then yeah, last year, like I said, it just ended. It well, there was, of course, there was issues, but So right now, um, of course, the divorce is going on. But right now, I have a restraining order against me. Um, I can't, of course, well, I can't talk to her. Not that I want to at this point, but or even wanted to before, because where the relationship ended, how it ended up. But but I can't talk to her. I can't be within 100 yards. Um, I can't be within 100 yards of the children either, and I can't talk to them as well either. So ultimately, what was said was that she's afraid of me, the children are afraid of me, and she needs to be safe, and the children need to be safe. So that's just saying that alone is plenty to grant a restraining order, at least a temporary, which was, but then I was faced with, but then the permanent one was filed, and so that's what I had to fight, try to, and so I fought it, I thought, no, I'll win, because she wasn't scared of me, children weren't scared of me either, and there was no there was no way that they would feel unsafe with me, but like I said, as long as it's said, then that's plenty. So plus I was telling the truth. The truth was on my side. Fully. So I thought, no, I just tell the truth. I can't lose. I can't. So but no, but you know what? Somehow it wasn't enough. Yeah, the restraining order was granted. Couldn't believe it. So now I think it's valid until 2000. What is it? 28. Basically, it expires at the end of 2027. At which point it can be renewed, or possibly renewed. But yeah, right now I'm just yeah, it feels like I just got erased. Like, at least from what I knew before. Like my home. Uh, you know what I had left, or what I was expecting to have less of a family, meaning my children. Like, I can't see them. Well, I can have supervised visitation at this point, which I haven't even explored what that means, but I think it means like, and I believe in my case, it has to be a professional supervision. So you have to pay someone that has like a I don't know, has a whatever, a permit. I don't know what they call it, certification or whatever it is. So yeah, I have to pay someone for the time that they're there, supervising the visitation. Um, but also I can call. I can call Saturday morning at 10 and Monday evening at 7. I can talk to them for about 10 or 15 minutes. That's the arrangement. So yeah, that's what I have right now. Let's see. Yeah, so I live with my parents. Uh, Luckily, they're still around. So yeah, so after, well, not 30 years, but close to 30 years, like, whoa, pushing 50 back at home. Um, Child support, I have to pay child support. No problem. That's just how it has to be. For three children. So 1840 is the bill, which it's kind of. I mean, think about it. It's only $600 a kid. Where, well, 600 isn't that much, but well, times three, and then when it's just taken from you and you're not active in it with the money, it's like, well, it seems like a lot, like, oh shoot, 1800, but but yeah, that's the bill. Um, let's see, how do I end this? I'm gonna end this first part. There's more to come. I just wanted to make the initial one because man, there's a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's how. Anyways, that's how I wanted to get out how I met her. So I met her, like I said, when I was a kid. And honestly, I thought yeah, I thought I was lucky. You know, I even revealed that to her at one point, which then later on I thought, did I make a mistake? By telling her that, because it didn't seem to accomplish anything good. Put it that way. It's maybe the opposite. And I thought, is it a mistake to tell someone, that kind of stuff, like that, you feel lucky, that you're with them. But anyways, so yeah, I really thought she was something. Anyways, so towards the end, when it was evident that this was gonna, this was over, you know, um, she got she got upset with me, which is kind of odd now, meaning like, but I think it was almost like, how dare you, like how dare you think you can end your relationship with me, kind of thing. And it wasn't an end like it wasn't an end like, I don't need you. It was more like, I just couldn't. I was. Well, I'll get back to that. Anyways, so one of the last things she says was, she said, "Oh, you know, don't don't think you were ever special." He goes, you weren't anything. And I was like, whatever, because people say mean things all the time. But anyway, so she's like, yeah, so don't think you were ever special. She said, I had just broken up with my real boyfriend, and you just happened to be there, and so that's why I talked to you. And then and she said someone had told her that my father had money, supposedly, and that that was the reason she talked to me. That was the only reason. But besides that, or else she wouldn't have talked to me. And I said, oh, okay. So that's how that ended. But anyways, but yeah, the more I thought about it, I was like, wow, like, I don't know, the way she said it, she really meant it. Meaning she meant like, yeah, like, you weren't anything, like, it was because of that. And it's like, wow, so then it's like, when I think about what I felt, it's like, sheesh, like, it was really not balanced, like, I was, yeah, so I'm the one that made a big mistake, and thinking that she was who she said she was, and that, like, anyways, but that mistake caused me to really, like, um, I don't know, give her like way more, well, everything, put it that way. So as far as like, trust and uh, like, well, everything, put it that way. So anyways, so I'll stop there, because I probably have to go back inside. So okay, I'll I'll talk again.